Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. Capricorn, we're going to see who you really are. That is the first question I'm going to ask. Sorry, it's like a squirrel just jumped on a branch and a whole tree was just like bouncing. We're going to see who you really are, the mask you hide behind or how people perceive you, why you hide your true self, how this affects your relationships, advice for you, and outcomes should you follow the advice. So it's going to be all wild and unknown this week, Capricorn. I don't mean like the reading itself, just the cards. The cards are going to be wild and unknown. I'm going to have the wild and unknown tarot, and we're going to start with the wild and unknown oracle deck and see who you really are, Capricorn. I had like a little aha moment in your reading. It was right at the guidance. I was like, ah, now I understand. I understand like the whole reading once I looked at like sort of the guidance, the advice for you. But okay, so who you really are, I'll tell you who you are. You're interesting. Always interesting. You are somebody who I want to say has a good connection to with your own ancestors, with your spirit guides, whether you kind of know it or not. So you may even you know, ideas that come to you or feelings that you get that sort of drive you forward in situations where you really don't know what the outcome could be, or you're not really thinking about it much, but it's just like you just do things instinctively. I think that's just kind of speaking to the fact that you do have a really good connection with your own guides. Like you hear them, whether you realize it or not. But with the Son of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Son of Cups, I do want to say that you are someone who can definitely, you utilize an internal guidance system here that's quite unique. So it's almost as if what kind of drives you to maybe even have visions with the Two of Wands. Like there's certain things that you may envision for yourself as well. And it could be what makes you feel really excited and passionate and yeah, alive. And then like once you start to envision your future through that kind of dynamic energy, it's more like your heart. Then your heart starts to expand. So yeah, I mean, maybe this is even just like a situation. Maybe there's some type of situation here that you've had to really utilize your intuition to get through it with the bat. I mean, the bat is really talking about too. Using your intuition, like your sixth sense. The bat waits for the sun to set, to go into the moonlight, to see things more clearly. So I do want to say that this is also like you looking deep within yourself here, because that's where I kind of got the aha moment too, with your advice. So yeah, looking deep within yourself, going into the dark pits of your own reality, and yeah, there could even be some sort of transformation that you've gone through in terms of being driven by your desires and then turning that into your heart space. What makes your heart truly sing here. So the mask you hide behind, if it's not like a mask that I'm putting this on, I don't want people to know what's going on with me. It could just be the way people are perceiving you based on your body language or just the way things are playing out, right? So we have the bear. It's kind of like waking from a slumber, starting to get up. Now, I like, because these are both kind of my ancestor cards. So this is one that kind of connects with you in the ethereal. And then this is one that I would describe as either like taking action in the physical from like some sort of guidance that you receive, or it is even some sort of guide that it could even be an ancestor, or you could be, well, that's true. The mask you're hiding behind could be an ancestral guide. I'm not really getting that. I think it's more like kind of coming out of a slumber. Like it's almost like the reaction to this. Like this reaction is from this here. So when you do it in a really successful, slow, methodical, balanced approach. Well, that's what people are seeing. So, okay, it's cool. It's good. It's successful. I mean, people see you as let's say too, like someone not to, don't push Capricorn. I'm getting that kind of like, don't push Capricorn. Like Capricorn kind of like move at their own pace here. Like a big old grizzly, like a big old grizzly. And, but that's the success here. So I don't know what you're doing, but people don't see you like rushing forward. They just see you kind of finding stability. But yet in that you're finding success. I don't know. People seem to think you're pretty stable and successful. I'm going to say that. So yeah, pretty stable and successful. Why you hide your true self? Are you? I want to say you probably are. Because there's like, oh, this, like, look at this. Look at you have the dolphin and the 10 of cups. So I don't know if there's a connection between you and a Sagittarius. Obviously, that doesn't have to be for everyone. I'm just saying it's interesting though, because Sagittarius pulled out who they really were, was the dolphin. And why you hide your true self. Maybe you're hiding yourself from Sagittarius for some reason. I don't know why. If that's the case though, their energy was really nice, but you have to do your discernment. It's not for everyone. It's a general reading. But okay, why you hide your true self? If it's not hiding from Sagittarius or somebody who is a healer, I want to say it is because you are healing. You are healing and you are finding growing dreams and wishes within yourself and wanting to expand that with others. But now here's the thing. The two cards that come in after that are the Son of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Devil. Yeah, we could look at the card and say, well, this is because for something for you, right? Capricorn, it could be something that you're working on for you. I kind of think though, because of the way people are perceiving you, I don't know that this perception is inaccurate. I want to say that, yeah, you've been going, you could even describe like who you really are as someone who's been through or is waking up from a dark night of the soul, or working through some sort of illusions that were built up around you, or you built up around yourself, right? And you're kind of like, you're taking your step out of the cave in a very successful, strong-willed, balanced way. It's cool. It's a cool energy. And like, why? I want to say because of healing and just wanting like healing things around you. But it's almost too like, you know, that this is a long-term approach. Like this isn't like, if you've done a lot of, if this has been a long journey for you, you don't just throw it all away. Like, okay, that's it. Let's be crazy. Let's be crazy. I know, maybe sometimes. But not now. With Capricorn. Because I feel like it's treading carefully with a solid plan here. That's why. Because you're treading carefully with a solid plan. You're healed. You are healing the concept of happiness between yourself and others, perhaps, too, with the 10 of Cups. And, like, let's be practical. Let's be practical here. It's a very stable energy of Capricorn that I'm picking up. So now this is also interesting, how this affects your relationships. These two cards right here, I want to say, okay, this is like kind of described as the divine feminine. And it is like really being tapped into feminine energies, to moon energy, to rhythms and cycles. And what is also like feminine energy, but is yin. It is receptive, right? And then I do not look at the Knight of Swords, the Son of Swords, as a receptive energy. That is a very active energy. So I'm going to say that you are in, whether you see yourself as masculine or feminine, you are proceeding in a way that is creating a receptive energy. And in that receptive energy, it is drawing things to you. So again, so maybe this is like things come to you on your terms, perhaps. I don't know. But so the other cards that came out with that are the 8 of Cups, the Hermit, and the Knight of Swords. So you're almost like to outside energies. something very intriguing, maybe something they haven't seen in a while, or someone they haven't seen in a while. And this Knight of Swords is you create impulsive energy around you. Now, this could also be you not wishing to be impulsive also. Yeah. I mean, this is how it affects your relationships. I want to say that you may have pulled back a lot in a lot of relationships, or one significantly. I mean, even if you're still, like, you could be in a marriage or something, but you're just, you know, you're spending a lot of time in the den reading, or you're, you know, spending a lot of time painting and listening to music, or just kind of withdrawn even, you know, and it piques curiosity, like, oh, what are you doing? Are you reading again? Oh, okay. Like, you know, yeah, like energy seeks you out is how that happens. So now advice for you is interesting, because I want to say it is like, this is where I got the kind of like eureka moment. I'm like, oh, so you have the peacock, the beauty from within that starts to shine outwardly. And then like what follows that is the moon, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles. So who are you? You are someone who is navigating the moon right now, right? And kind of like coming out of a slumber. I want to say your mask is still... you may have a fear here too. I don't know. You may be working through some sort of fear with the Son of Pentacles and the Devil. But let's just say you are coming out of a slumber. Like, let's say it's not, because it doesn't seem like an inaccurate way for energy to proceed forward from who I see you as, right? So I think it kind of is accurate. But you're a bit of a curiosity. And I don't mean like a circus show. Curiosity, I mean intriguing, magnetic. So, okay, the advice is to allow this inner beauty to start shining outside of you. It is to cut out a period of perhaps the moon. Maybe you're, I don't know. I just feel like this is maybe even a little bit too quick though. I want to clarify this Son of Swords. Maybe it is not too, maybe you don't have to do anything too quick here because you're the bear. People at least see you as the bear. I guess it depends what you feel like. Like if you really want to start getting out there a little bit faster, like, because this energy is sort of saying that, like, to get out there, to cut out just cut out your fears. Don't be afraid anymore. At least maybe there's fears that you're worried about that, you know, they're not there, but to cut that out, to cut the moon out. And the Five of Pentacles, this is perhaps to address some period here of isolation or lack, because it is honestly time to start shining your inner beauty outwardly. Now, the outcome, if you follow the advice, is quite interesting too. So you have the hyena, which is sort of, I want to say it's a little bit, it's the deceptive energy. You could be laughing outside when you're really crying inside. You could be using humor to mask uncomfortable energies. You could be... yeah, something a little bit covert. But the Ten of Swords is to cut that out. Is to not be, is not, and right, the strength of this moon energy here. What comes next is the sun. It is, you're supposed to have a sunny day. You're supposed to come out and have a sunny day here, to come out of this moon energy. And the Daughter, or the Page of Pentacles. I kind of like that because it is gentle steps forward. Very like careful, gentle steps forward, which is what the bear feels like to me. The Swan is the bottom. So this is gracefully floating through. Gracefully, grace. Grace under pressure is a theme kind of that was coming up a few times with some of the readings. The Mother of Wands and the Three of Wands. There'd be some sort of manifestation that you are yet to receive, right? But this would require a more active energy, perhaps, as well. I'm going to go to the Knight of Swords, the Son of Swords. The Son of Swords, it's part of like how this affects relationship. Oh, temperance, yes. It has tempered things. You have definitely, you've tempered things around you, but I think you've brought balance. So, you know, like I was even saying, this could even be just something that's playing out in your own home in some way where maybe even, you know, you could like kids or a partner, even a roommate, and somebody relying on you too much, or you just needing like space for you, like time for you. I'm just literally seeing somebody like sitting in a chair in a room and reading or meditating. I don't know, like just taking some time for you. And it's kind of, I want to say also brought a balance to your own impulses here. Maybe to the point where it's almost like you're standing still. Well, I don't want to say that, but maybe in relationships. So the Tiger is the Star. Wow, it's great, actually, these energies. I don't know, whatever you're doing, it's had a really good effect here. Healing your divine feminine, healing your receptive energy. The Eight of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Son of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. Well, I do feel like that you've put some distance here between yourself and others, or another. Someone from your past here, you've put some distance in a relationship here, in a very practical way. So, which is interesting too, because it's not really the Knight of Swords, it's the Knight of Pentacles, but the Hermit. The Ace of Cups, wow. I want to say it's like putting into your own bucket, making sure there's something in your own bucket, right? What else here? Okay, so why you hydrate yourself, which is interesting. The Dolphin. I'll laugh at the Sagittarius energy comes out with that. The Ten of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the Two of Pentacles. Why are you hiding your true self here? So healed. You're waiting for some sort of rebirth to come. You're waiting for some type of rebirth to come here. But I mean like come through something, or you're waiting for something is what that looks like. Kind of like just doing what I got to do until then. The Ten of Cups. The Strength card, the Four of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. So this is part of how you're perceived, right? With the Strength card. It honestly, you're coming out looking like somebody who, well, in terms of your reasons too, is that you've done some really powerful healing here. And you have a lot of healing energy. And you are holding this back until it can be utilized in a way that's really practical and it can actually be felt and applied. You know, it shows up real. It's just not wasted in some like useless effort that doesn't get anywhere. So the Son of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Cups. This is a very long-term plan about how you want to move, who you want to see, what you want to do. Is very I want to say, it's funny, like the King of Swords isn't here, but I would think like there's almost that kind of energy here about you being pretty clear about what you're doing, what you've been through, and where you're going with this. The Devil. The Son of Cups. But that's part of who you are. Okay, I get it. I don't think it is necessarily something unhealthy here. It's Capricorn. Everybody needs a little bit of junk food once in a while. I just say that because, like, it's not something unhealthy. It's just Capricorn. Why do you hide your true self? The Knight of Cups. Your heart, right? I want to say, though, it is not opening your heart up to anything that could be unhealthy. You are the bat right now. Oh, the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Swords. You are flying through incredible clarity in darkness. Like, you are unseen. You're sort of that energy. Somebody sitting at a campfire at the full moon. And what was that? Did you hear something? No, it's like the bat, right? Like, you just don't, but there's this clarity here. The Son of Wands. The Mother of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. Oh, interesting. So this is kind of like an energy of no longer investing in. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, there's two ways I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this could be somebody who has perhaps walked away from the status of a relationship type here. And in that relationship, there's two ways this could have played out, where there's something here about, okay, if you're a more masculine energy and you would deal with, or be interested in feminines or create partnerships with them, I'm seeing here like walking away from someone who may have utilized, like intimate relations as, a bargaining tool for getting things done, or, you know, something like that. And then if you are a more feminine energy, I see you kind of walking away from masculine energies that are really only interested in one thing. So it's kind of interesting. It's both feminine and masculines here. Not allowing lower desires to control them in a way that is not in their higher good, right? I mean, because I want to say too, I mean, if you're in a committed relationship with someone, your lower needs are, people can do that. It's okay. But there's something here about like walking away from that. So the Two of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. It's cutting out some kind of plan. Cutting out a plan. Well, actually moving forward and moving outwardly. Oh, you're moving outwardly. You are moving. You are like taking your steps here. Okay. The Son of Cups. The Two of Cups, Justice, and the Four of Wands. Wow, I don't know where you're going, but it's nice. It's very nice. It's very nice. It's a really nice relationship. Maybe this could be on your way towards like a committed relationship with the Two of Cups and Justice and the Four of Wands. It's like a marriage, which is funny because it kind of looks like you walked away from one, but I mean, maybe you did a long time ago, or you've healed yourself. So that, I mean, I don't know, because you are the cup. You are. But people see you like as the bear. Like that. Capricorn's a big old grizzly. The Ten of Wands, oh, with a lot of burdens. That's what people see though, but I don't know that you do or are. A lot of weight here, just kind of slumbering out. The Six of Wands, Judgment, and the Four of Swords. Oh, well, okay. Maybe people see you dropping these burdens because this is a new beginning. This is a new beginning and it's healing. You being in a very healed state for a new beginning. The Strength card. The Strength card. The Nine of Wands. Wow. You can really go the long haul here. And the Six of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords and the Emperor. Well, that is the end of somebody here. The end of somebody or something. To bring balance. Well, that's what people perceive you as. You've ended something. Well, look at here, right? This Ten of Swords is down here with possible outcome if you follow this advice, which is to allow your inner self to shine through. I'm going to just clarify the Peacock. Is there anything beyond that? Like, because that also feels like a bit like a receptive energy. The Magician, the Six of Swords, and the High Priestess. You just shine, honey. You just shine. You just shine yourself from the inside out. And the universe is going to guide things to you. Or guide you to things. You just see what happens. But, like, be open to experiences here. The Hyena. Outcome if you follow this advice. It's like an end to the hyena. Ooh, the Sun. And the Nine of Cups. Been hiding from a dream or a wish. You've been holding yourself back in the moonlight. The Ten of Swords. It does look like it has some balance, the end of some sort of, some emperor or some such thing. Or person, I don't know. The Five of Pentacles. Oh, this is the end of this isolation. The Sun, the Mother of Cups, love, happiness, brightness, flow. The Daughter of Pentacles. Oh, you're not just taking little steps anymore. That's over with the world. You're going to be taking some big steps, Capricorn. Yeah. The Eight of Pentacles. Really big steps here. What am I seeing? I'm seeing something play out in my mind's eye here. Like, I don't know what it is. Is it the Incredible Hulk? I'm not sure what it is. It's almost like a movie scene, but yeah, that's what it is. It's like, oh, what's his name? The Dr. Banner, right? Is that it? Dr. Banner. It's almost, you know, like this energy of being kind of like small initially. And I don't want to say anger. Anger is not feeding this, or base needs are not in a way. It's almost like, isn't there a point with the Hulk where he does in the story of that? I don't know. I haven't watched them in a while. Where he seems to be like Hulkish, but he's got the mind of Banner. So it is, but it's kind of like things throwing at you, or big thing, being in the darkness and feeling kind of small. And then as you know, you throw the rock off of you, and at first it's just kind of like slowly getting up, right? Like the bear. And then it's almost like each step you take, you get bigger and bigger and bigger, and your steps get bigger and bigger and bigger. Is how that feels. That's what I see. I'm trying to describe it. Anyways, that's what I have. So I'm gonna go do the extended. In the extended, I'm gonna use the same cards, but I'm gonna use the teeny tiny, a new teeny tiny deck, so that I have a full deck. And what I'm gonna ask is, I'm going to ask how you can release your full potential. Interesting. Thank you so much, Capricorn. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.